Okay, today we are going to talk about the dreaded Plateau Buster. So, this is what is a Plateau Buster, first of all. A plateau, or what is a plateau? A plateau is where you're moving along and you're in your workouts and you're gaining muscle, losing weight, you're seeing changes, and then for weeks maybe, or for months, and then suddenly it's been a month, it's been 6 weeks, and you have seen no changes. We've done your 4 or 8 week check, or maybe you just don't feel the changes happening at home. And this is called a plateau. And a lot of people have heard of it. And there's a few ways to bust out of it. So I just call it the Plateau Buster because I want to make sure that you have the tools and are empowered to do so. And this can be very frustrating to a lot of people. When you're seeing those results and you're moving along and you feel like you're progressing, you're working hard, and then suddenly it all bottoms out. So mentally, I think it has the biggest charge, but I want to reassure you on some reasons on why it happens and why it's normal and how to get out of it. So let's get right into it. Our tools to break out. So the first one I'm going to say is extra cardio, or do the cardio that you're not doing. So take out Excel spreadsheet and create a document that tracks your exercise, or take out a journal, a notebook that tracks your exercise, and you're actually going to map it out, okay? So you're going to put 3 times a week, 4 times a week, squares, boxes in your journal, whatnot. And you're going to document by initialing how intense the workout was. There's a number of things. In Excel, you can get much more detailed. And I'm serious about this. When you're plateauing, it's going to knot your brain and your mind and your body, and it's going to keep you from your goals, and you're going to focus more on that downward spiraling, I'm not seeing results. And so instead of going in that direction, thinking you have no power control over this, you do. You have choices, and I know it sounds like a lot to get out a sheet, and to some of you it doesn't, but really do it, okay? Because that is the reason that you're more than likely not seeing the results, is you're not aware that you're not doing the cardio at the intensity that you wanted to, or you're not doing enough. And if you are consistently doing it, I would say add some extra cardio, okay? I'm not a huge cardio fan, but it's going to help bust you out. The next thing you can do is with nutrition. So most of the time when we're not seeing weight loss results, or we're plateauing out on the scale or in inches, it has something to do with our nutrition. So it's more than likely something you're not aware of, and that's okay. I want you to start charting again in MyFitnessPal, writing down everything you eat, and the quickest go-to is to cut your carbs out for 3 days. So what? How do you cut carbs out? This sounds crazy, right? It's not that difficult. So what you're going to do is you're going to get rid of all fruits, all dairy. We've talked about that, right? So those are two, carby things that don't seem that carby. Well, an apple can have 30 grams of carbs. It's a lot, right? And it can have upwards of, 15, 20 grams of sugar. So lots of carbs in an apple. I would say, get rid of all carbs, meaning any carbs besides leafy greens and chicken or eggs for 3 days. Get rid of the carbs. So nothing but green vegetables and protein for 3 full days. And then from there, make sure that you're drinking that gallon of water. And so a lot of this we've hit on already, but now it's even more crucial to do so. Just for that mental aspect, you're going to refocus, and 1.5 gallons of water. So if you're doing 1 gallon of water, I want you to add in a half a gallon, and you will see more than what you're doing. So 1.5 gallons of water a day. Yes, I'm serious. Do not guzzle it all at one time, and make sure that you're looking into your electrolytes, that it's not flushing out your electrolytes. So if you need a magnesium, potassium supplement, you can pick that up anywhere. We have them at Tone Today. I have a very fast absorbing one that I think is about $10. So we're not talking about a lot of money, but it's such an important part of our systems. So if you're drinking lots of water, just replace it. with potassium, magnesium. Make sure you have salt in your diet. Yep, salt. Yeah, you can use Himalayan salt and lemon water. Those are two, or lemon in your water, and that's going to replenish those electrolytes as well more naturally. So either way, so get more water and do it throughout the day. And I promise you will stop peeing. Prove it ketones. So everyone at Tone Today more than likely is using the ketones because we're turning our bodies into fat-burning machines. So what I want you to do, if you're on the ketones once a day and you're plateauing, let's try it twice a day. Okay, so we're going to get into ketosis more and then really focus on the workouts, because now we're going to intensify the lifting workouts too. So you're doing some type of imagination theater before the workouts. You can pick and choose these too, but this is an arsenal of secrets that I want you all to know and be empowered. These are ways for it to shock our body chemically, and you know in your mind it's already going crazy because you plateaued out, you are putting in the work. So put in a little more work and focus, and you'll get rid of this plateau. But I want you to intensify your strength training workout. So I know when I do a burpee, it feels 110, but in reality, it probably isn't. I could go a little bit faster, a little harder. I could make sure that I'm getting that cardio in at the end of my workouts, because I more than likely am not going as hard and as tense as I could. And so that's, without hurting yourself, make sure you're talking to your coaches about what kind of strength training you're doing, but definitely intensifying your workouts. So when I say rest for the next bullet, that's confusing, right? But when you're intensifying your workouts, you're in the workout, you're in it. So when you get out of the workout, make sure you're resting, make sure you're sleeping, and you're enjoying your life. You're doing some anti-anxiety, some meditations. You're getting 7 to 8 hours of sleep when you're working out that hard and growing muscle. You need to rest. Take a day off. Use active recovery. So you're using cardio alone to rest your body so that you're getting that lactic acid, repairing the muscles, and you're sweating it out. And then you're going into a good strength workout after that. Take 1 or 2 days off. That's okay. Take a couple days in a row. Really restore yourself. And then another opposite, swing it over here. If you've been doing super low carbs for a long time, your body is probably really used to it, and you could use a high carb day. So this high carb day can really reset everything, and it can be some junk food even. I'm not talking about for the rest of your life. And if you have problems with addiction and carbs, then definitely don't do it. As far as sugar goes, but I mean, you can use healthy carbs too. We've got rice cakes you can use, air pop popcorn, sweet potatoes, white potatoes, brown rice, quinoa, oats. Those are all healthy, whole grain, high fiber carbs. And I mean, I'm talking replace your protein and fat and just eat carbs throughout the day. And then your body will start burning off those carbs. And then the next day you go back into your lower carb cycle and it resets some things. You can start adding in a carb day or two if you haven't been. So be proud that you made it to the plateau, because here is the way our bodies work. In the beginning, when you start a strength program, and you know this with cardio and nutrition as well, when you start a program, your body is going to react really well. I just met with a guy who told me he lost 20 pounds watching his diet for 2 weeks. That's how much his body responded to nutrition right away. But now at this point, it's not losing any longer, and he's not really seeing the benefits of it as much as he was in the beginning, because he was eating so poorly, and then he turned to vegetables and fruit and didn't eat a lot of protein, and he lost a lot of weight. But now it's time to balance that out, right? He needs the protein to build muscle, and weight loss isn't always the best thing to continue on a certain road, okay? So his results in the beginning were boom, way up here with a smaller amount of effort, okay? And so now he's kind of in that dip, all right? So he's, whoa, 20 pounds gone. This is crazy. And now his body has slowed down and it's in the dip. And so that is just normal. It's just part of how our bodies adapt, and it likes to do it, and it feels comfortable. So we got to shake it up again and start, climbing back up. So that means increasing the effort to see the results go up. So you see how these guys correlate together. So you're going to have to do a little bit more effort, and it might be it's just probably something you're not aware of, to be honest. Like, it's like revisiting the water again, looking at like, are you actually getting those 2 or 3 HIIT workouts in a week that are 20 minutes of full on, really intense workouts? Are you using the full amount of weight and that you could on a step up or in a chest press, in the weights that you're using? Is it failure each and every time? Are you focused? Are you resting? So really, those are all things just to come back, and I mean it, like, get out an Excel spreadsheet or get out a journal and start documenting every day what you're actually doing, writing down your nutrition. I know it's, oh, I don't want to do that again. But that resistance to it kind of tells us that it's really, really needed. And we know that, sometimes the hardest thing is to look at ourselves in the mirror and see what we're actually doing. And then another takeaway from this video is that this is awesome, that you have made it to this point, that you're at a plateau. That means that you've been working hard, you've seen some really good results, and now your body is relaxing, it's enjoying, it's staying there. It's good, it's adapted. It means you're stronger, right? And so it's becoming healthier. So this is a total celebration moment. I want you to like hug yourself, love yourself, tell yourself, I am amazing. And so just shift the focus away from beating yourself up or feeling badly about the plateau and trying to claw your way out of it. There's no need for that. Celebrate. You made it to the plateau. Like, try to make a list of all the benefits that you're feeling and have felt to get to this point and build on it. And just be consistent. And I'm telling you, it's going to be an upswing. It'll go right back up. It just will be maybe a little bit slower than an initial process, but it's something that's going to stay for life. All right. Thanks so much. You guys have a great day. Any questions or comments, feel free to get a hold of me or anyone at Tone Today at 952-486-1002 or tonetoday@gmail.com. Thanks.